Good morning, students. I'm Professor Nitin Karoulia from Saga Institute of Research and Technology Excellence, Bhopal. The topic that we are going to discuss today is planning process from the subject management concept and practices. So, starting with the planning process, the very first step is setting the objectives. This is the first and foremost step in setting objectives. Objectives are set keeping in mind the goals of the company and the physical and financial resources of the company. These objectives are communicated to all the employees. These goals should be SMART. By SMART, we mean the goal should be specific, it should be measurable, goals should be attainable, not that you create some goal that cannot be achieved. They should be relevant, and last but not the least, they should be time-based or time-bound. Then second is developing the premises. Planning premises are the assumptions about the likely shape of events in future. It forecasts the obstacles, problems, or limitations in the path of the effective planning because of which the plans may deviate. Assumptions are based on forecasting. Forecasting is a technique of gathering information which we will be discussing in next lectures. Then number 3 is identifying alternative courses of action. Once objectives are set and premises are developed, the managers make a list of alternatives through which the organization can achieve its objectives. As there can be many ways to achieve the objective, and managers must know all the ways to reach the objectives. Then comes the step of evaluating alternative courses. You may have multiple options available of reaching to some goal or achieving something, and there can be various processes and which can have different time to do, and the cost involved may also be different. So in this step, the way pros and cons of each alternatives are evaluated. Each course will have many variables which have to be weighed against each other. The alternative with maximum positive aspect and with most feasible assumption is selected as best alternative. Then the next step is from the available alternatives, you have after you have evaluated the alternatives, you have to select the best alternative. After comparison and evaluation, the best alternative is chosen for reaching organization objectives. The organization has to make number of small plans to support the main plan. These plans are known as derivative plans, as these are derived from main plans. Then the next step in the planning process is implement the plan. Once the plans are developed, they are put into action. Successful implementation of the plan ensures understanding and wholehearted cooperation of all the employees. Then next final step is follow-up action to see whether plans are being implemented. Activities are performed according to schedule. In case of any deviations, changes are made in the plans. During follow-up, many adjustments are made in the plan. To summarize the planning process, first we establish the objectives, then we develop the premises, then evaluate and selection of alternatives, then we formulate the derivative plans, then securing cooperation and participation of all the stakeholders or the employees who are going to carry out that plan, and then finally the review and follow process. So this is all in planning process, and we will be taking up from here, we'll be taking up in the next class. Thank you, students.